Greetings, fellow Cameroonians at home and abroad. This is Chairman Capo Daniel of the People's Right Advocative Platform. You are all welcome to this platform where we speak the truth and nothing but the truth, and where we empower our people with the knowledge for them to be able to free themselves from dictatorship back in Cameroon and in many other African black issues across the globe. You are all welcome. Today, we want to dive deep in what is happening in Cameroon, which is on the headline on all media, social media, what is happening on a highway that links the northern part of Cameroon and the central part of Cameroon, Yaoundé, right to the port of Douala, the Trans-Saharan Highway, and that also links Central Africa, Cameroon, and Chad. It's a highway about Maiganga, and they call the place Garibulai. Maiganga Garibulai is a junction road, a border town. I want to take you with some videos. We'll get there. But what is this all about? Why is the interest about this issue? And I want to break it down for everybody to understand. It exposes the system, this colonial relic of a government that is in Cameroon, which is based on the exploitation of the commoners by the Cameroon military and government officials that are put in high places, most of whom pay to be put in those positions. They are not given job opportunities because they merit it. It's not meritocracy. It's not because they pass exams. It's because they are either awarding them because they bought those positions for them to be able to exploit the general Cameroon public. Whether it's the police people collecting money on the road or collecting the ministry collecting money from people who want to go to a NAM and all those things and all those schemes. It is a big scam. The government in Cameroon is run like a mafia, a big mafia. And many people, they see it as a government, but indeed it is a big mafia that has taken hold of that country. A colonial design that is on steroid. So we're going to play these videos to show you exactly what is going on in Maiganga, the protest of the Cammion drivers, and what it actually means to give you a unique perspective into all these things. So I will talk some more for Pidgin. My French brother them will go listen for me also for French. We go take una go for Maiganga. Wait till it happen for they will come a young driver the way they don't protest. Cameroon military they don't come can remove the Cammion the road. As one of my brother, this Monto Zwa, when a very good one of the biggest Cameroon activists, he talk why Benin military they overthrew the government when a dictatorship Cameroon military them they overturn and truck them for Cammion driver them. This Cammion driver then are very essential service so they provide them for Cameroon, Chad, and Central Africa. So I will take una for the border zone. But this issue, it exposed not be just the strike where they go on. Now, because it exposed wait till this system of Cameroon government it actually be. You know, colonialism, nothing where it come from slavery. Where white man they can make colony, put some few people, then they meet them be a slave master them for their own benefit. Now, so this Cameroon government day. The system that one way people in the position for government, not be because they merit them or they for serve the population. Now, position the way they don't buy them for now, for take money from the common people them for recover back their gain, and then for allow the people the way they buy that position for them, they help the country. It became to serve international interests like the one for French undercover foreign policy that was put in place by Charles de Gaulle and also continued by Jacques Chirac and many of those French people. And these are not conspiracy. To just know this issue, this system, you need to look in the documents of ERV. ERV is a defunct French petroleum company that the French judicial system itself exposes the system put in place in Africa that serve certain strategic industries in France that are not mainstream. The main French people, they are not very aware about this issue, but we are here to take you into this window. Donc, mes frères francophones, on va partir à Maiganga. C'est un vie à côté de Centrafrique. C'est un vie qui c'est très important et stratégique pour le transporteur de la côte du Cameroun, le port de Douala, de Afrique du Centre et surtout du Tchad. Donc, c'est tellement important rue de transport au Cameroun. Et ça a exposé le système mis en place, le colonial système mis en place, que le gouvernement camerounais fonctionne dedans. C'est le système que tu dois payer, tu acheter ton poste. Et quand tu es là-bas, tu es maintenant libre de récupérer l'argent là par exploitation de la population. C'est un système d'oligarchie qu'on a mis en place. ça ne sert pas les populations, mais les populations, ce sont les objets d'exploitation. Et on ne peut pas changer ça. L'exemple ici à Maiganga, la route de Maiganga, Garibolai, ça a exposé le système-ci. Je vais vous montrer la vidéo pour que nous tous, on vous donne les perspectives stratégiques pour ce qui se passe aujourd'hui à Maiganga. So, I will show some videos just in case you don't know where Maiganga is, and I'll show you how strategic it is, the location for the vast majority of some people who might not know, using this video, this media forum to show you. So let's go to Cameroon. I'll put in the world map so that you can see the location of Maiganga. We'll zoom the map in, take us right to Yaoundé, so you can see the location of Yaoundé and Central Africa sites. I'll bring another map, that's Maiganga, it's around the border. I'll bring another map that shows you the strategic route. I'm a person just to point it with my finger so that you can have a clear picture about what is happening and how strategic this road is. So in this map, you can see Yaoundé, Betwa, you see Garoabilai, Maiganga is a strategic town that serves that junction between Central Africa at the border, Central Africa, Yaoundé. It is a secondary road because there are two roads that links the Grand North with Yaoundé. One goes through Bataille Oya, the one you see here, Bataille Oya here. Another one go through Maiganga. So it is two roads. They can still serve Yaoundé with the other road, but this is very strategic because it's at the border, as you see there, close to Garoabilai. Garoabilai is the border, the city, the big city that is the border between Cameroon and Central Africa. So it links that Central Africa, goods that go to Chad, they come there. Central Africa goods.
Aujourd'hui c'est vendredi.
Central Africa goods that supply Chad is also used this highway. So it's a trans-Saharan highway that links multiple African countries. Very, very important. But the strike that has gone on and the reaction of the Cameroon government have indeed give a window into the system that is in Cameroon. So let us play the video to show you people what was happening in Maiganga, and then give you this perspective of what actually to make so that it makes sense to you.
Aujourd'hui c'est vendredi matin, suite aux grèves de camionneurs à l'entrée de Maiganga, tout précisément au quartier Nadégué. Nous sommes là. Les camionneurs exigent l'arrivée de monsieur le ministre des Transports. Actuellement, le gouverneur de la région de la Dama est en route.
So, as you can hear from this commentator, they were holding this protest to call the attention and wait for the Minister of Transportation in Cameroon, because this is not the first time. It is actually number 4 time based on my own contact that I've had from some people who are on the ground, and also based on open source information. This is the 4th time that they have had this protest. So they blocked the road waiting for the Cameroon Minister of Transportation. But he did not show up. Instead, the governor came and the SDO came together with some other local officials. They came there to meet the drivers. So let us play it and I will explain to you as it happens. So my country people then, the protest that they go on, the strike that go on, not be the first time this was the strike that happened. The strike that happened like 4 different times. But this time the people then block the road. They talk, say they wait me the minister come again, come meet on them, meet and talk before they open the road. So they nobody block the road and I said they want to block them forever. They will block the road now because of specific things. Make the video roll, we will explain them as we go.
La situation reste très tendue. Très tendue. Actuellement, il y a plus de 10 000 véhicules.
I will never meet it go. It be self-explanatory, but I want to know step by step what did it happen. So that video than this for last week.
Que Dieu nous aide seulement.
It show how
est très tendue.
That the population that the driver them had to be set up the roadblock to block the road. So that means moto no pass until they solve their problem.
Les gangas bloqués depuis hier, rien ne circule. Depuis avant-hier, voilà le 3e jour, on est sur place, rien ne passe. Les gars réclament la victoire de Issa Chiroma. Ils disent que c'est Issa Chiroma qui va débloquer cette situation.
You hear the commentators say they are expecting that it is Issa Chiroma who can deblock this situation, to show you that there are systemic problem in the system, in the Cameroon government as a whole, that the population don't even expect or believe that the government, the Cpdm regime, the Cameroon government can resolve their issue. They are hoping that Issa Churuma's win can bring alternative to really solve problems that they have. And this is not for any reason, as the video will go down the way we're going to explain to you shortly. So now the governor has come with the SDO, and the protesters, they will address them and they will explain what did happen. So we want to hear exactly what did happen, what did that happen in the past, and what way they really want them. We're going to listen.
Je dis d'abord bonjour, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. À tous ceux qui sont les musulmans, ceux qui ne sont pas les musulmans, je vous dis bonjour.
So it's just wonderful to see how Cameroon is a dynamic country. The Muslim, after he greet people assalamu alaikum, he also turned and for non-Muslims, una greetings. This is how Cameroonians are. Very dynamic, respectful people. Cameroon Muslims are not extremists. They are very wonderful, educated people that love people. And let's continue to watch the video.
Bonjour à Excellence, Monsieur le Gouverneur de la Damawa. Excellence, Monsieur le Gouverneur, nous les chauffeurs, nous ne sommes pas les politiciens. Et nous ne faisons jamais la politique. Si vous voyez qu'aujourd'hui, cette situation arrive, c'est parce que nous les chauffeurs, nous sommes à bout. Il y a un peu de temps que nous venons d'être abusés par le ministre de Transport.
Sorry, I don't take it too far. So I want to break it down so that everybody understand what he's saying. So after he greeted them, he addressed the governor very, very politely. This is the representative of the drivers. That His Excellency, with all respect, they greet him very well. And he told him that for a long time we have been abused by the Minister of Transportation who came there. So let's listen.
Nous ont demandé de lui faire confiance. Aujourd'hui, cette situation arrive, c'est parce que nous les chauffeurs, nous sommes à bout.
He said for them driver, it don't reach for their head. Them driver, them for Cammion, they done tired.
Il y a un peu de temps que nous venons d'être abusés par le ministre de Transport.
So for some time now, it don't be way the Minister of Transport, it already failed them.
La route a été bloquée.
So they done block the road.
Le ministère de Transport nous ont demandé de lui faire confiance.
So the Minister of Transportation, that way they will block the road. He asked them, say, me then trust the Minister of Transportation.
Libérer la voie publique.
Say, me then open the road back. Me then trust the Minister of Transport. Ma play him again.
La route a été bloquée. Le ministère de Transport nous ont demandé de lui faire confiance, de libérer la voie publique. Que les ponts basculent, les tracasseries routières, ça devait être suspendu jusqu'à nouvel ordre.
So the minister, the first time when them be block the road them, the minister come back, they say me they open the public road so that me passenger them pass me or man pass, because when one sector the protest, it affect other sector them naturally. So the minister tell they say me they give confidence. They routier them where they don't overblock because they get like 5 different checkpoint where Cameroon military they don't put away, it not be necessary. If you don't enter already, you don't enter country, you don't enter. So they get all these 5 places away they did for they check them, whether why they use speed meter, whatever they use, and they check them. And now for stop motor, they collect money. Now for the purpose of collecting money. They are not stopping them for their own safety. They are not doing anything that guarantees their safety. It's all about collecting money from these people, these drivers. So they complained before, they blocked the road before. The minister come, ask them to open the road and trust him, and that he's gonna stop all those unnecessary roadblock. So even the Minister of Transportation agrees that those roadblocks should be removed. Those Cameroon military checkpoints should be removed so that the drivers can go back to work. So what happened?
Le même jour que le ministre de Transport parlait, rien n'avait été changé en route.
So the same day that the minister made this promise to them and left, they resumed work upon the road. Nothing changed. The Cameroon military checkpoints, they still stand in the same place, still continue to collect money, excessive money, that makes it impossible for these drivers to make money. You go, you are transporting goods, they have to pay you maybe about 50,000 to transport the goods. You settle all these police stations before you pay the money for the company that owns those vehicles and everything. The drivers are left basically with nothing. It's the same in many sectors in Cameroon. You buy a vehicle abroad here for 1 million. You go to the port of Douala, you clear that container. The government takes about 1 million. The custom officers and those who have bribed to get those positions there will require you to pay like 1 million. So you buy motor for here. For people the way that they manufacture the motor, you go for Cameroon. The government and the Leviathans, the way they live for the system, they collect more money for you than the person who produce the motor. That one are just completely thieves. They don't deserve the money where they collect them. Now corruption, now an injustice to the people. So this sector, it show a window for what it happen for Cameroon. May we focus on this particular one.
Les hommes en tenue ont dit que le ministre de Transport n'est pas qualité de les faire libérer la voie publique.
So the first time when they block the road, the minister come back, they say, he don't talk to me, they will open that, they will stop that checkpoint them. After I go that very day, the military people, them, the gendarme people, them, the police people, them, they continue to do the same thing. The driver don't complain and tell them, say that minister said a small person, he don't get no power for stop that road where they don't block him. So why it be important? Me gonna understand what did happen. Me gonna understand. Il faut que vous compreniez ce que ça se passe. Les militaires, les policiers, les gendarmes qui bloquent la route, qui prennent l'argent aux citoyens, a dit aux citoyens, aux chauffeurs, que le ministre des Transports n'est pas le pouvoir, n'a aucun pouvoir pour lui dire d'arrêter ce qu'il fait. Parce que c'est le système en place. Si la police ne prend pas l'argent aux citoyens, ils ne peuvent pas vivre avec le salaire. On les a donné la position là-bas pour prendre l'argent aux citoyens. C'est comme ça qu'ils vivent. C'est un système colonial. Que les colonistes viennent pour prendre tes marchandises, ils ne payent pas. Vous êtes des esclaves. Il est là-bas pour vous prendre votre chose. Il a payé pour être là-bas. Les ministres qui sont là, ce sont les gens qui ont pris l'argent pour les gens qui ont mis là-bas pour prendre ton argent. Donc, il était là-bas pour t'exploiter. Donc, même le ministre ne peut pas arrêter ça. Parce que si la ministre arrêtait ça, la seule loyauté que les armées camerounais, les gendarmes camerounais, les policiers camerounais a pour le système de Cpdm, le système de Pobia, c'est parce qu'il donne le pouvoir pour vous exploiter. Sans ça, il ne peut pas protéger le. Sans ça, il ne peut pas protéger le système. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's important for you to know what is happening, the reality, so that your eyes clear from the smoke screen. The police people, the gendarmes, the military, they are telling the Cammion drivers, these are essential actors in the economic life for across Africa and Cameroon. That the minister will tell you people that they should stop those roadblocks doesn't have any power to do anything about those roadblocks. Why? Because the system is built like that. It is a colonial relic. Colonialism, na slave system where they exploit you, they put you in work, job massive work, they should not for their hands can't chop up. They owner for beat you, for torture you, for send you for the plantation. Without them being able to collect this money, for take and for you, for steal this money from the citizen, then they cannot protect the system. The system put them there, they bought the system, they were not there because of merit. They were not there because they want to come and protect you. They were there, they have bought into the system. Now you are an object of slavery. They have to take the money. The minister cannot stop it because the minister received money from these people to give them those positions. In Cameroon, for you to be a policeman, to enter the army, you have to pay a bribe. When you pay that money, the expectation is that you have to recover the money. Their salary is low because the system knows that they will come and exploit you. That is why the minister cannot do anything. This is a reality in Cameroon, which is not acceptable for the common people, the vast majority of people, because the government is less than 2% of the population. The rest 90% of the population are living in slavery. Let us listen.
2 jours après, nous avons encore commencé notre manifestation parce qu'ils nous disaient en route que quelque chose de verbal Ils n'ont pas sorti une note.
So, the military people, the gendarmes, the police, they are telling the Cammion drivers, the minister who came and made that promise to you did not give any document. He didn't sign any order. He just simply tell you because their job is to deceive you. This is the dialogue with the regime. When you dialogue with them, they just want to deceive you for the mafia to keep on going on. That is their only interest. So the minister tell them he didn't give any document to the police and gendarme. He was just deceiving them to go back. He had no intention, no willing. Does he even have that power to stop the mafia that is going on?
À Douala, on avait vu le gouverneur du littoral, ils ont sorti la note que la tracasserie routière devait cesser. Mais quelques jours après, le pont bascule DD a repris tout.
So you can hear him, even when the Douala, because this road goes right to Douala, is Yaoundé, Douala, Central Africa, Chad, Marwa, Garwa, Ngaoundéré. So even in Douala, they give the document that they were asking for. In Idea, they continue to do the same thing. So let's get the governor, what the governor says to them. The governor, instead to dialogue with these people, because they have the right. If they didn't have the right, the minister would not have listened to their grievances and accept to do what they ask. They are reasonable. They are legitimate. This is legitimate grievances. Drivers have the right to stop transportation and block the road. Despite what Paul Atanganji said, that these are troublemakers. No. In civilized war, even in America, they blocked their parliament. In Korea, they blocked their parliament to demand for right. The government did not come there and kill people. Here in Canada, truck driver, they blocked the capital city. No vehicles could not move in and out of Canada. For months and months and months, the whole country was in standstill. And what the government did, call the leaders, negotiate with them, and resolve their problems so that people will go about their day-to-day life. The post office in Canada is on strike. Everything is suspended. It affects everybody. But the right thing to do in a democratic country is to have negotiation and resolve those issues. But is Cameroon a democratic country? It's on paper. This is the reality you see. They cannot negotiate because their aim is not to negotiate. They are not accountable to the people. They are not there to resolve the problem of important stakeholders. They are there to create a system where they sit in Yaoundé and eat fat and send out their texts to exploit people and eat fat, while the international community and international stakeholders in their resources, they eat fat, and the only people that suffer in this equation are the Cameroonians. So listen. So the governor come, what he is saying is not addressing the grievances. He says, I'm warning you people not to block the road. Listen. That he's giving them 4 hours for all of them to leave. So he's coming there not to negotiate, but to give them ultimatum. That they are blocking passengers. Of course, passengers will suffer. When this is just the nature of strike. When people protest, it affects everybody else. The whole system has to stop, and that is the pressure in every society that is civilized, that when people protest, it affects people and people stop, and the government have pressure to resolve their issue. That's the normal thing. The government don't care about the drivers, they don't care about the passengers. What they are worried about is their international partners calling them to tell them why is that road blocked, and they don't want to solve it. They want to use force because that is all they know in Cameroon. The government only knows how to kill people, how to punish people, give ultimatums, and they don't serve the people. Let's listen. So, here very critically, this last statement that we watch what happened.
Ces raisons d'enregistrer. Mais il faut que vous qui êtes notre représentant, allez nous confirmer cette décision préfectorale à partir d'une documentation bien tamponnée.
So they're asking him if they are saying that they are going to remove the military checkpoints, the checkpoints that are exploiting them. We want it to be in writing. That is all they're asking. They want the order to be in writing so that the drivers should be sure that no checkpoints is going to be interrupting them, harassing them any longer. Let's listen.
Nous faire confirmer que notre circulation ici est libre parce que nous quittons depuis Mulundu pour arriver jusqu'à Blangwa. Nous souffrons sur la route. Nous payons les impôts, tous les péages, nous nous arrêtons. Il n'y a même pas la route. Et nous avons encore des molestations des gendarmes et des...
So he's saying they come all the way. The road is not even there, first of all. The government have not taken the responsibility to build the road. Despite that, they come and in every checkpoint they stop, they have to pay all this money. They have to be molested by the Cameroon Gendames and police. They have to be exploited by these people, and this is why they are protesting. So these are not people who are just saying that they want to destroy the government. They don't want to be reasonable. Previously, when their demand was met, which is reasonable, they resumed the road. They opened the road. So now they are asking them, please, we just want written document of the decision that those roadblocks will be removed, according to what the minister says. That's all they were demanding.
Péage, nous nous arrêtons. Il n'y a même pas la route. Et nous avons encore des molestations des gendarmes et des policiers. Nous recevons toutes des tracasseries au bord de la route. Monsieur le préfet, la doléance des chauffeurs n'a pas commencé aujourd'hui. Ça ne finit pas aujourd'hui. Nous n'allons pas mettre point à cela aujourd'hui. Vous avez compris, vous allez comprendre jusqu'à la fin. Nous ne voulons plus ça. Le commandant a compris avec ces éléments. Nous voulons une collaboration ferme, bien déterminée entre la gendarmerie, la police, la population et les chauffeurs pour une libre circulation très délivrée.
So it is so clear and so simple. They just want a documented order that shows that they have set rules so that everybody can observe it. The drivers who go on the road can see and make sure that they can say that these roadblocks are not necessary. They are not supposed to be there. They are not supposed to be exploited. They are not supposed to be molested. That is all they demand. So simple, right? So simple. Then what happened?
Nous sommes tous des Camerounais.
The Cameroon military came in. Mind you that these Cammions are $1 million. These are very expensive machines. They came in, destroy them, push them all along the road. This is the Cameroon government. This is it. Unnecessary destruction of property. Imagine how much these people have spent. This is the lifeline of families in the northern part. With goods inside, drag them all. So that road is supposed to be for who? The road and the government is supposed to be for the people. The Cameroon is supposed to belong to these drivers. It is supposed to serve them. You want to open the road now to who? Is it not for the drivers who own this vehicle? Is this not for these economic operators you want to open this road for? Are they not important for the economy? Are they there for the government or the government is there for them? Definitely you see that they are there for the government. The government knows and feels like these people are their prey. That is the reality. So they can drag it, they can throw it, they can destroy life, they can kill anybody they want. The so-called laws and constitution applies only to the people. It doesn't apply to them. They don't care, they just use it for mass control and facilitate this Leviathan vampire type of system that is so corrupt that destroy the human dignity of a Cameroon man and keep many of them in destitution and in despair, with no hope, no sense of security, no honor. They want them to live like primitive people. See, look at the army. Like my other brother, the other Francophone activist says, why military people are overturning dictatorship in Cameroon? This is what they are doing. Listen, this is the morning, this is the after effect of that reasonable exchange. This is the dialogue of the Cameroon government. Take a look.
Allah am ɓeɗo ɓe toñi min ɓe yangiti min ɓe torri min jawmum yidu amin Allah am yidu amin ya jawmo alamji Allah min torima min doggitirima Allah min ɗo tori emin accata Allah man bo jabana min Allah min torima Allahumma salli wa sallim wa barik ala abdika wa Allah am ta accu min banni jawmum tiniɗo min torri nder jungo ɓeɗo ɗo min.
This is the Cameroon. This is the Paul Biya's regime. This is the face of the Cpdm regime. Voilà là l'image de la régime de Paul Biya, de Tanganji Paul, les ministres qui sont là, le système post-colonial, les reliques du système colonial, le système qui détruit les populations. La détruit, c'est un régime terroriste qui terrorisait les populations, qui utilise les armes contre les populations, qui ne respectait pas le droit de les populations. C'est un régime qui met notre vie en insécurité, qui provoquait les gens jusqu'à la fin pour qu'ils puissent réagir dans une manière sans civilisée. This is the regime. This is the face of the regime that exploits the people, that carries out violence against the people, that destroy the viable economy of the people, that turn the people to the war, push their backs to the war. This is the regime of Paul Biya, the Cpdm, Paul Atangandi regime, where police people are there to exploit you, where they are there to harass you, to take money from you. Even the ministers themselves cannot do anything because indeed and in reality, it is a regime of shame. A kangaroo republic, banana republic, and Cameroonians deserve better. They deserve a democratic system where the people themselves can rule themselves, not people who are there who have bought positions to exploit people to recover those money. But they can have civil servants who serve them. They can have ministers who serve and listen to them, cater for them, build their infrastructure, and help them to advance their life. This is the Cameroon that they deserve, not what we are seeing today.